Your silence is speaking volumes, okay? I'm specifically picking up on a divine feminine who is going through a period of isolation. As you look around you, you're noticing that you've kind of pulled your energy back a lot, okay? And for some of you, this may have been a conscious decision. For others of you, this is something that kind of happened naturally over time. But make no mistake, where you are right now in your journey is exactly where you should be. You may definitely have moments where you feel extremely triggered by certain emotions. And this is natural as you're going through this heavy clearing at this time, okay? Especially with the energies that are happening on the planet right now, there is a massive clearing that's happening, which can be very, very emotionally draining. This could also bring up a lot of emotions that you feel as if you've already healed from back to the surface to be readdressed, okay? And as confusing as this may be, this is all helping you to become your greatest version, okay? But I'm getting specifically that there's a divine feminine that realized you had to stop explaining yourself to people who were committed to misunderstanding you. You're not for everybody. And where you are on your journey right now, you're not apologizing for that anymore. You're completely honoring yourself. All of that energy that you were pouring into other people, all of that time, okay, all of that attention that you were given to other people, now you're being conscious of just how powerful your energy is. And you've made a decision to pour that into yourself. For some of you, you're literally going through this reintroduction process where you've been through a massive, massive cycle, okay, of ups and downs, of pain, of hurt, of loss, okay? And where you are right now on your journey, you literally have to get reintroduced to yourself. You have to understand who you are at this stage of your journey. What's changed about you? What's new about you? What type of energies are you incorporating into your life, into your daily routines, okay? But there's an emphasis on where you are right now in your journey because I feel like the Most High had to kind of slow you down a bit. Simply because you were aligning with certain people, places, and things that were not a true reflection of who you were. I keep getting that you were overcompensating, over-explaining, over-exerting your energy. And anytime you're in this position to feel as if you have to explain who you are, those are not your people, okay? I keep going back to you are not for everyone. You know, in life, we naturally will align with two types of people. You will find people on your journey that get you, that affirm you, that make you feel good, that when you're happy, they're happy, that when you're sad, they're genuinely sad with you and they're trying to figure out ways to make you happy. You will literally align with people on your path that from the day you meet them will be such a light in your life that you will know that they came straight from God. Then you will align with people in your life who make you question every single little thing about you. They will make you question your worth. They will make you question who you are, what it is that you are about. They will make you question your truth. These are not your people, divine feminine. And at this stage of your life, God has called you to a period of isolation for you to purge any type of energy that's not a true reflection of your divinity. So don't question it. I feel as if just the collective, the divine feminines are really in this energy of redefining their stories, of really getting to a place where you're realizing that you have the pen. At any time, you can cut things out. At any time, you can make edits. You have the power to change your story. You have the power to change your life. You're not just going with the flow anymore. Because I'm picking up on a divine feminine who's extremely empathic and sometimes to a fault. You know, empathy is a very, very beautiful quality. But you have to have boundaries in place. When you are highly sensitive and when you are highly empathic, there will be people on your journey who serve you. I mean, who really get you and who really understand you. You won't even have to tell them how to treat you. And then you'll have people on your journey who you have to put boundaries in place in order to preserve your own energy. You're being guided at this time, Divine Feminine, to protect your peace and to protect your heart. It's almost as if you're being reintroduced to yourself. You're getting to know yourself. You're getting to know what it is that you like. You're getting to know what boundaries you have in place. How much of your time you can allocate to certain people, places, and things in a way where it serves you mentally and emotionally. This is very, very powerful energy. So if you're in this period where you feel as if you've been separated, you've been isolated, you feel alone, don't question it. There are some powerful activations that are happening in this stage of your life. And just because you feel as if you can't see the next stage that you're walking into does not mean that things are not happening behind the scenes. You're being guided to trust the order of your life and know that everything is working in your benefit and for your benefit at this time right now. Because you have such beautiful energy, because you truly operate from your heart space, because you are someone who is extremely aware of your energy, and you're intentional about infusing positive energy into every room that you walk into and with every person that you encounter, there's heavy protection around you at this time. Heavy spiritual protection around you. Because I'm specifically picking up that in your past, this was a real issue for you. Really trying to discern who's good and who's not good. Really feeling as if you have exerted so much energy into people, into certain relationships. These could be core relationships. These could be family members, friends, colleagues, romantic partners. Okay? And you get to a position where you feel as if you meet a totally different version of these people after you have exerted so much of your energy into them. A lot of times, because you are so empathic, you're able to see the parts of people. You're able to see their potential. And sometimes people don't grow into their potential. You have to understand that your energy is so powerful. Your energy is not for everyone, Divine Feminine. And also, as it pertains to the people in your immediate environment, you don't understand how powerful your attention is. Sometimes God has to separate you because you breathe life into things simply by your acknowledgement. Simply by you acknowledging things, you'll be surprised how many people do things and say things simply for your acknowledgement. That's how powerful your energy is. Sometimes a response from you can warrant a certain reaction from a person that you wouldn't even imagine. And this is mainly because a lot of times you feel as if people possess the same spiritual knowledge that you have. A lot of people may not be as spiritually inclined as you are, Divine Feminine. As you know, people are on different levels in their journeys here, okay? But you always have the ability to see the best in people. You always can see far ahead. And that's your gift. But right now, you're being molded and you're being shaped. And it's almost as if God has to get you by yourself because there's no interference, okay? It's like God doesn't want anyone interfering with what's happening right now with you. Because you're truly going to come out of this unrecognizable. You're truly about to step into your greatest season. For a lot of you, you're already in your greatest season. And you feel as if you're still in this period of being by yourself. You're in this really protective kind of energy. Things have changed. Relationship dynamics have changed. You don't know how to, really get back out there and approach certain situations. This is all by design. So you'll feel those intuitive nudges. You'll feel your internal compass guiding you and letting you know when it is that you can open these things up. Because you're being literally changed from the inside out. You're being changed on a cellular level, Divine Feminine. And you have to understand that where you are right now, you're understanding, it's almost as if you're understanding that every single situation that you've been through, every single relationship that you've been through has served you in some kind of way. See, when you're separated and when you're going through certain stages of your life, it's not for you to leave and for you to be upset about it, for you to wish bad on anybody. Certain people serve certain purposes in your life, and every single person is a lesson. Always remember that. So instead of asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Begin to ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Because every single person that you encounter on your journey is a teacher. And they will reflect back to you and let you know what it is that's going on in your life. Okay, so the fact that you're being pulled away, the fact that you're being isolated, a lot of times we come into this period of unknown when there are major life changes happening. When you're literally closing something out and moving into the next chapter of your life. When you've learned everything that you can learn. And so now you're able to see things from a higher perspective. Now, this time alone allows you to get to know yourself on a much deeper, more intimate level. You get to spend more time with yourself. You get to see what it is that you like, what it is that you don't like. Okay? So that when other people come around you, your energy will let you know. Is this a safe place? Is this not a safe place? Sometimes you being alone with yourself is really a blessing. It's truly a blessing in disguise because you begin to sharpen your skills. You begin to allow your voice to be the loudest voice instead of you succumbing to all of the energies that are around you. Because I'm picking up on a Divine Feminine that's extremely empathic, but sometimes to a fault. Where you kind of just bend and just go with the flow here. And it's almost as if God had to kind of grab you out of a situation, kind of put you to the side, okay? And allow you to really sharpen those areas of your life that you may have been overlooking. And this is because there are major powerful activations. I've been getting the number 777 a lot. Okay. Also something about the universe sending you messages, okay? So this could be either in written word, this can be in songs, this can be in the form of other people saying things, and you feel as if, wow, that was definitely a sign, that was definitely a synchronicity. So something about messages, written word, spoken word, okay? That's really, really important at this stage of your journey here. But you're coming into something massive. For a lot of you, you're coming into massive abundance, okay? And you may be looking around you trying to figure out what's going on here. You had to get by yourself, because you're going to have to know how to allocate your time. You're going to have to know how to spend your money. You're going to have to learn. For some of you, you have to learn how to say no and mean that and have no be a complete sentence, without having to overexert, without having to explain yourself. For some of you, you have to learn how to pour into yourself. I'm picking up on heavy nurturing energy, heavy healing energy. You know, you may love on a lot of people, you may care for a lot of people, but at this stage of your life, you're being guided to pour that into yourself. It's like the universe wants to love on you. The universe wants to kind of cater to you. It's your time, Divine Feminine. And so you have to understand that you're not for everybody. And that's okay. You don't have to go out of your way. The people that are truly for you, it will be effortless. You won't have to go out of your way. You won't have to do any explaining. God will literally drop people in your life. Okay? Trust me and believe me when I tell you this. You will meet people on your journey, and they will literally be angels, earth angels, that come into your life when you feel as if your life is either falling apart, when you feel as if you don't have any support around you. There will be people who align with you on your journey who will just get it. They will love you with no questions asked. Those are earth angels. And God will set them on your path. In these moments where you feel as if you are alone, for some of you, this may come in the form of community. This could be online. This could be, in many, many different areas, in many, many different ways, right? But at this stage of your life, you're being guided to be okay with being in your own company, to be okay with loving yourself, to be okay with honoring yourself, even if that means that some people fall away. Let them go with love. Thank them for the lessons that they taught you along the way, because whether you know it or not, whether this was a harmonious relationship, whether this was a tumultuous relationship, it taught you something about yourself. And it serves as something that you can put in your arsenal and that you can take to your next level. So where you sit right now, Divine Feminine, you have a higher perspective. I'm getting radical love and radical acceptance. For some of you, you're at this place where you're by yourself because God needs you to radically accept yourself. There are certain chapters of your story that you don't read aloud. We all have those chapters, right? But you're still being guided to tell the absolute truth about who you are, about your experience, because that does not define you. Who you are, your character, your heart, that defines you. A lot of times we go through situations in our lives, and because these situations are attached to a lower timeline, we still carry these things around. We still have these energies trapped deep, deep, deep inside of ourselves. And whether you know it or not, anything that you haven't fully addressed still has the ability to deter you from your destiny. The only way to truly get into alignment is to be 100% honest about who you are, about your experiences, okay? And to love yourself anyway, because God loves you anyway. That's the most important message, okay? So know right now if you're in this position, because I'm definitely picking up on a divine feminine who may be in this place where you genuinely feel alone. You feel as if you're in this moment where you may be looking at the people around you. You could be around people and feel alone. And you're really trying to figure out what that means. What is God trying to tell you about where you are right now on your journey? But the one thing that I know about life is you have to trust every single stage. It's a cycle. Life is very, very cyclic. So if you're at a stage right now where you're by yourself, where you feel as if you're spending a lot of time alone, you have extra time to do certain things, it's time for you to change the narrative. Because you may look at it as if you are alone, but God could be trying to send you peace. God could be trying to free you from people, places, and things that are around you that have taken your mind and your heart off of why you are here. Okay? So really trust the timing of your life, divine feminine. Don't question it. You are beautiful. You have a heart full of gold. You are empathic. These are qualities that were embedded in you for you to use. And for some of you, you may feel as if you use these things on the wrong people. That's okay. It's a lesson. So now I'm pretty sure that you're aware of the red flags. You're aware that you have to set certain boundaries for your life here. So moving forward, that's what you do. Don't beat yourself up. Don't feel as if you have to over-explain yourself, okay? Understand that your energy it's very, very sacred. And sharing your path with people is a sacred act. It's a blessing to be around you. It's a blessing to be connected to you. And that's the energy that you have to assume because it's true. Okay? So if you're at this place right now on your journey where you feel isolated, always know that God has to separate, okay, in order to elevate. So trust the timing of your life. Know that you're moving into a place, you're quantum leaping into a higher timeline to where you're going to align with people, other people who shares the same commonalities with you. You won't have to explain. You won't have to overexert. You won't have to overcompensate. They will see you and they will get you. But this only happens with radical acceptance of who you are. This only happens when you get absolutely honest about what it is that you are going through and how it is you want to move forward in your life. Okay? So I really hope that this message reaches the divine feminine that it was intended for. You are headed to a very, very powerful timeline. Know that this moment of your life is sacred. Okay? I'm even getting at this time, there's something about your daily activities. Make sure that you do something every day that makes you feel amazing, that puts a smile on your face, okay? And also be mindful about what it is that you're telling yourself about this stage in your journey. This is a beautiful time.